If you're listening to this, congratulations, you're still alive. Only uninfected humans can understand language. Lack of language comprehension is one of the worst side effects of zombieism, second only to the insatiable hunger for human flesh. In those places where school is still in session, the undead will have a devastating effect on standardized test scores. If you're a zombie, you're no doubt looking at your audio player of choice with confused disinterest. Perhaps you'll bite it in the fleeting hope it might be edible, only to be disappointed. If it makes you feel better, people who listen to it will have the same reaction. Letting people down is what I do best. I'm a dad. It's not easy being a parent these days. There are bills to pay, children to feed, and hordes of undead monsters to keep at bay. How a person juggles these duties separates a good provider from a dead one. Make no mistake, the zombie apocalypse is real. If it hasn't reached you yet, it's on its way as surely as autumn follows summer or regret follows vodka. As the unstoppable masses of undead march forward, national governments will crumble and local leaders will flee. Only the basic family unit will survive. In the anarchy of the post-apocalyptic world, parents will be the highest-ranking authority figures by default. That thought is more terrifying than any walking corpse. Once the zombie apocalypse begins in earnest, the fate of the world will rest on your spit-up covered shoulders. Now is a good time to panic. That's why this book matters. There are lots of guides out there about how to survive when the dead walk the earth. All of them assume readers are young, fit, and unencumbered by miniature versions of themselves. According to that scenario, the only humans left will be smug, outdoorsy millennials. Even without the zombies, that's the textbook definition of hell on earth. But contrary to what Generation Y will tell you, children are kind of important. Without them, the human race will go extinct. Homo sapiens have passed their genes from one generation to the next through eons of ice ages, plagues, and wars. It seems kind of ungrateful to throw in the towel now because of one measly zombie apocalypse. For the human race to survive, children must survive. And for them to make it, moms and dads have to up their game. They don't have to be the best parents in the world. They just have to be slightly less crappy parents than normal. Quite frankly, that might still be asking too much. Even in the best of times, most of us barely get by. Modern moms and dads wear many hats, mostly to hide our stress-induced hair loss. Parents are breadwinners, chauffeurs, maintenance workers, playmates, enforcers, and coaches. Throw in a worldwide epidemic that makes people eat each other, and there's very little chance anyone will make it to soccer practice on time. None of these jobs will get easier after the world ends, except maybe coaching. A win is a win, even if the other team forfeits because it was eaten by zombies. Tag teaming the apocalypse. Raising children is a two-parent job, and that's doubly true in the zombie apocalypse. Unfortunately, most children don't have 4 parents. Kids will have to get by with however many guardians they have left, which will usually be somewhere between 0 and 2. I'm not here to judge which type of living arrangement is best for kids. That leads to drama, which is noisy and gets people eaten. I try to keep casualties to a minimum. It's hard to define a modern family even when the dead aren't walking the earth. For the purposes of this guide, a family is any group of individuals who band together to keep children alive. That can include any combination of moms, dads, step-parents, grandparents, sketchy people met on the road, wolves that find and raise babies, balls with bloody handprints on them, and talking smartphone interfaces. I envy anyone who gets to co-parent with Siri. This diversity makes it impossible to address every type of family without leaving someone out. I don't have time to rewrite every paragraph 16 different ways to point out how a family with 2 dads might handle a situation differently than a family with a single mom and a volleyball. Unless my publisher decides to pay me by the word, in which case I'll do exactly that. You'll know I went that route if this book is twice as long as the Bible. But if this book is a reasonable length, I kept things simple and addressed my advice toward a family with 1 mom and 1 dad. If that doesn't describe your household, swap the pronouns or number of parents in your head and it'll still work. Or pay someone to go through the book with a marker and change it for you. There are lots of starving editors on the streets. Help a few of them feed their children tonight.